Let's talk about the auto space then. Manish Singhania was the president of the Federation of Auto Dealers Association, FADA as we know it, joining in to give us their outlook on how FY25 pans out for the auto space. Thanks a lot, Manish, for joining in. Overall retail sales were up just about 3.14% in the month of March. If you look at all of last year, CVs were up just 5%, whereas three-wheelers were up nearly 50%. What's your outlook on both of these verticals for FY25?
So, for commercial vehicle segment, it has been a steady recovery and good recovery. As post-COVID and economic upturn, things have been improving with government spend on infra and a lot of other projects. The CV has been seeing a continuous uptick around. On a short-term basis, I think the election would be slightly a bit damper for the CV market, where government's spend kind of tapers down. But post-election and post-monsoon, with the establishment of a stable government in the center and with the increased spend in infrastructure project and other layout works, the CV market is expecting an increased economic activity. CV market looks positive for overall FY25. For the three-wheeler market, it has been a total turnaround. It has migrated totally to the EV vehicles, and it is driving sales over there. The migration of laborers back to hometowns and ever-expanding urban landscape and ever-expanding cities have further add value to the three-wheeler market, and it will continue to foster growth in the coming financial year.
Okay, all right. Hi, Manish. Good morning and good to see you in. What about passenger vehicles? There's a bit of a dip as well, sir, on the monthly sales that we have out there. What's the outlook on that front?
So I won't count it as a dip because if you recollect, Navratras last year were in the month of March. But now all the festive occasions are coming in the month of April. Dealers are having ample bookings and good lineup of vehicles for the festive season. Whatever loss kind of we see in the month of March will definitely cover up in the month of April. Plus, this overall year also we are seeing a lot of new model launches, a shift towards a lot of excitement on electric vehicle space also. So I think a lot of laid down for the consumer. The discounts and schemes are increasing for the consumer, and we can see a slight traction in the entry-level market also. So a lot of things happening over there in the PV. On a long-term basis, I think though we are on a very high note, high figure, the PV market will still continue to grow on a single-digit basis for overall year.
Single-digit basis for the overall year. Just wanted your thoughts on two things. One, the SUV market share is up 50% or has crossed 50% in the last financial year. At what rate is that likely to grow versus the growth of the passenger vehicle space itself? And in that itself, what kind of SUVs? Is it going to be small entry level or is it going to be premium, which is likely to grow? Could you give us a sense of your prognosis here for FY25?
The government has defined SUV in a very different way. I think that market still hovers around 20%, what we call a true blood SUV. But multi OEMs kind of brand their products in their own way. So that according to them, now it's 50%. I think the excitement and the most of the launches that are forecasted for the coming year, I think 70-80% launches are still planned in SUV segment. So the excitement will continue in the SUV segment. SUV sales will definitely contribute further with better road infrastructure, accessibility, and plus family outings coming out. And people like kind of, every OEM is kind of marketing the road trip very well. So the excitement is building around the road trip, family trip, or and the increasing comfort in overall drivability of the vehicle. Now it's on your screen, everything is available. So it's a kind of digital car that you're driving. So everything adds value to your comfort and drivability. The excitement will continue to build on SUV, and I think overall in coming year we have space to grow in SUV to 55-60%.
It's always a pleasure hearing your view out, Mr. Singhania. Thanks a lot for joining in and filling us in with your analysis on how you see the trend shape up And as you said, there could be a bit of a blip ahead of elections, but post that, you're expecting things to recover.